Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Naomi, and today I want to share something really fun and maybe a little bit challenging with you. So today I taught a class in my online studio that was all about deep twisting, and we worked on a twisted arm balance. It's one of my absolute favorites. I love it because it's challenging, but also because it's all about architecture. So if you know how to build it, you can figure out the steps along the way to make it easier for you to get into the place that you are most likely to land with the greatest success. So what that really means is that you will get to a place where you can do the absolute best that you can within the arm balance and have a really good place to work to continue to build your skills. Does that sound like fun to you? Well, let's dive on in and start flying. Now, wide again, just wide stance again, and then we're going to get to the arm balance. Okay, wide stance again. Toes point slightly out. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Okay, squat down. Hips go down. Reach your arms up. Okay. Now, as you bring your palms together, take your right leg and step it in line with your left foot. That was very graceful. Step it so your feet are together. Right elbow to left knee. Okay. Then step back, wide squat. Arms up. And then as you bring your palms down in front of you, step left leg next to your right, hook and twist. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Okay, step back, arms up, squat, wide squat. Okay, then bring them down, right foot next to left, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Okay, step wide, arms up. Palms together, left elbow to outside of right knee. Okay, one more time in each side. Back to center, wide squat, arms go up. You can have your palms separate if you want, but as you step and bring your palms together, hook and twist, right elbow to left knee. Okay, last one. Step wide, arms go up. And then palms together, left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Whew. Okay, and then unwind back to center. Give your legs a little shake. Okay, how are you doing? Mostly good? Awesome. Okay, so next thing that we're going to do has stages. So we've done lots of pieces of this puzzle already, but we're going to do this arm balance, right? This twisted arm balance. Now the options are, and there are a lot of ways to modify this, but the options are to actually do this. If you don't want to go into the arm balance, and there isn't a really good place in my room to show it, but you can come so that you're next to a wall, right? So if you're doing it, and I'm just showing the modification first, just to give you an idea of like, if you want to focus more on twists versus arm balance, like this is where you can go, okay? So if you're next to the wall, right side of your body is facing the wall, squat down, heels up. Right? Squat down, heels up. And then you would take your hands to the wall and start twisting. Okay, you could bring your left hand to your right thigh and deepen the twist. Okay? And you could even there bring your left elbow, and I'm just going to turn, so I'm no longer facing the wall, but you get the idea. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Right? And still hand on the wall to deepen the twist. Right? Because that's going to get you more into this twisted space. All right? So that would be the modification at the wall, no arm balance. Okay, away from the wall, same idea, only your hands go to the floor. So left elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. I'm going to scoot so the dog is not entirely in front of me. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Left hand goes down, right hand goes down. Okay, wide apart like plank pose or down dog. The only elbow that is in contact with your left leg is the left one, or the right leg, I'm sorry. So right elbow, not in contact with right hip. Just left elbow in contact with right thigh. Hands go down, weight shifts forward. Right, chaturanga style. This might be your end point. You could scoot your feet a little bit to the left, which gives you more space. You could lift your right foot up against your left ankle. And then maybe lift left foot up too. Those are the stages that goes in. Okay, I will talk you through that. But there are very specific stages it goes in, because usually what tends to happen is, and I'll get a little closer, so that I'm not really actually behind my dog, because then you won't be able to see anything, but she wants to be where she is. A couple of things that tend to happen, okay, in a twisted arm balance. So number one, both elbows, right, go against the left leg in this case. That's not going to work. I mean, it does, like it gives you more of a shelf, but it's a lot tighter. It doesn't really give you the space that you need. Okay, what you really want is space. So left elbow has to be wide. Okay, hang on, Betty. I can't help right now, but go ahead, set it with the bandana. I can sew it back together. So you want elbow wide. That gives you more space for your chest, which you actually want. Okay, so that would be step number one, is getting first that twist, elbow to knee. Okay, step number two, okay, shift forward. Okay, you've got to get forward, and now your weight is in your arms. That's why we haven't done anything on our arms, actually. The whole reason we haven't done anything on our arms is so that they're not tired. So that when you do this, you're not tired. Okay, so that's two. Step three would be to walk your feet out to the side a little bit, because that actually gives you more room. So I'm going to back up so that you can see that a little better. If my feet are behind me here, that puts a lot of my weight going in this direction toward my left arm. And that feels like a lot, right? It's going to tip me disproportionately toward the left arm that's not supporting anything, right? So that's not going to be helpful. So I want to walk my feet out a little bit. And now my weight is also going here, and it's much more balanced. Okay, last step would be left foot goes up, hugging my right ankle. What we tend to do is lift the top foot up first, and that tells you immediately that your bottom leg does not want to lift up. So you have to lift your bottom leg up first. Yes, like that, Julie, but you've got to go more forward. Yes. So bottom foot up, hugging your lifted ankle, and then the other foot. And then you try to pretend to smile like you're having a good time. Okay? Any questions before we attempt that? Oh my God, just demoing that, and I'm fully dripping with sweat right now. So let's do right side first. Remember, if you want to be at the wall, right, these same rules would apply, only, you'd be doing it at the wall and you could potentially push your head into the wall. Problem with that is that you're not going to be able to go as low as you want. So you would want a lot more space away from the wall if you were going to try to do it at the wall. I'd recommend having pillows in front of you if you're worried about falling. Okay, so you're going to come on down into a squat, heels lifted, right, knees bent. You could bring your hands to the wall if you are using the wall just to focus on a deeper twist in this kneeling, heels lifted squat. Okay, otherwise, if you're doing the arm balance, left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh, as far across as you can get it. So you don't want it on your knees, far across as you can get it. Left hand goes down. Right hand goes down and wide, so you have space, like plank distance. Shift your weight forward, so your elbows bend like chaturanga, like a push-up. Okay, walk your feet over to the left just a little bit, so you're reproportioning yourself. Right foot lifts up and hugs against your left ankle. And then maybe your left foot goes up too. And maybe you balance a little bit. Good. Okay. And then we try the other side because we can. Okay, so knees bent again in your squat. Okay. They can face the same direction. You're just going to the other side. So if you're at the wall, left side of your body would be facing the wall. Right elbows, you got to lift up, make space as far across your left thigh as it will go. Okay, dig it in. Right hand goes down. Left hand goes down, like the distance apart they would be for dog. Shift your weight forward and walk your feet to the right. Hi, puppy. Hi. Keep shifting forward. Lift your left foot up, and then maybe your right foot. Okay. How'd that go? Hi. Yes, it went well for you. I'm so glad to hear it. Okay, any questions? Any questions at all? Is everybody now very, very angry at me because we're doing this on balance? Okay, if you want to try one more time, consider this your opportunity to try one more time. If you'd rather go to something like crow pose, like a more traditional crow pose, and see how that feels after doing one twisted, you could do that too. Right? That would be a really fun juxtaposition, right? Like, how does a more steady crow pose feel? Julie, you've got to go way more forward. Yeah, like chest towards your fingers forward. Like face could hit the floor forward. Yeah, crash pad it up. Darcy, that was great. That was solid. Yes. Camilla, you would want your knees above your elbow, like your knees are a little bit too low, but the twist itself is really good. Okay? And if you're not getting the twist, that's actually what you want to focus on, not the arm balance. The arm balance is secondary.
I just found it hard to do against the wall. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. So alternatively, you don't have to do it at the wall. The wall just gives you something to like help push into. You could do that without the wall, right? Like I'm holding myself up and just balancing here. You could do it higher up, almost like a revolved chair. All right. Have we adventured enough into the land? Nice job, Luke. That's fantastic. Luke is showing us all how it's done right now. And also how to have fun when you fall, right? We kind of lose that as we get older because, that's normal and natural and like a very necessary survival skill. I know, that's so great. Yeah, now like, how's that crow pose feeling, Julie? Just like hanging out there for like 30 seconds. Like this is the easiest pose I've ever done. All right, so let's get back to some deeper twists and into some back bends so that we can close on a high note or a heart note, okay? So, did you fly? Did you try to fly? I hope that you had fun trying to fly in this twisted version of crow pose. Now, I know I didn't offer a lot of warm-up, mostly because there was about 30 minutes of warm-up before we actually got to this pose in the full class that I taught. So I only offered you just a little bit to help you get ready. But beyond that, what I really wanted you to see was all of the important little steps, all of the important little information that you need to know so that you can just approach this particular arm balance with the most knowledge, okay, the most skill, the most foundational awareness that you can have in order to create the most success for you. Now, if you want to do the entire class, meaning you want the warm-up and you want to do what we did after, which focused a little bit more on using twisting to open up into some really sweet, not too crazy back bends, actually some really simple and sweet back bends, then you would love the full 60-minute class in my online studio, Move with Naomi, or Move 15. It's available in both tiers of membership. Now, all you have to do is look in the description below to get access to your first month for 50% off. There is a coupon there, and you can use it to join and just, test things out, try out this whole class, maybe try out some of the other ones, some of the 8-minute flows, some of the 15-minute practices, anything that feels good to you in addition to this entire 60-minute class that includes this arm balance. Now, if this was enough for you, I'm really just glad that you find me here. So no matter where you meet me on the mat, I'm really grateful that we had a chance to hang out and try flying and getting a little twisted. So thanks for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you back in the mat again soon, whether it's here on YouTube or in my online studio, Move with Naomi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of my community. Until next time, bye.